Hello out there, and welcome to another edition of the Bric and Doug Show, filmed right here at Papa's Place in Vanelli's. And this is where we feature our comics who come and entertain us for the weekend. And this weekend we have Grandma Lee. Welcome, Grandma Lee.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
You're always a big draw here. We had a great crowd last night.
Pretty packed.
Pretty packed out. Patio was full. Where did you come from to be with us?
Jacksonville. I live in Jacksonville, yeah.
Yeah.
Drove up.
We ever have any close calls out there on the road?
Knock on wood, no. One time I was driving and I was in there was only one lane open. There was nowhere I could go. I was going above the speed limit, only one lane. And this guy behind me kept honking and giving me the bird and all that, you know, and there was nothing I could do.
Yeah.
So finally we split the lanes and he flipped me off as he passed, and on the back of his car was a sign that says, "My child is an honor student at the Baptist Academy."
I always thought that everybody's license plate number should be their cell phone number.
Yeah, that'd be good, so you can call them and say, "Get the hell off the road."
How long have you been doing comedy now?
About 12 years.
12 years. You've been all over the nation.
Pretty much. I'm getting more and more states as time goes by. I picked up Vermont and Connecticut this year.
Everybody knows that you were a big star on America's Got Talent.
It was awesome.
Was it?
It was awesome.
Did you feel like that, that opened up your comedy?
I think so, it did, because, well, the reason that I wanted to be on that show is I wanted my face out there. I wanted everybody to recognize me. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to make the top 20, and then I made the top 10, so that was more than I had bargained for. It wasn't for the money that I went into it, it was for the publicity.
Well, you won some competitions and stuff, too.
Yeah, I won 2 contests in Vegas, a USA World Showcase. I did that twice. I was on Jenny Jones a while back, and I was on America's Got Talent season 2. Mm-hmm. But this, Last Comic Standing season 2, but this was the biggest one. Mm-hmm. By far the biggest one.
Do you draw comedy, pretty much from real life?
Mine's all based on the truth, yeah. A couple of things are exaggerated, but basically it's true. It's all true.
Yeah. And, you actually are a grandma, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Those grandkids give you a lot of material?
Yes, indeed, they do. They're a lot of fun, but they don't realize everything they say could end up on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they probably don't. I don't know. Do they mind?
No, not for the most part.
Anytime I do a bit on somebody in my family, like, don't do that.
I know. They say, don't do that. Don't be telling everybody that. My daughter, one time, I said, she was embarrassed when I started doing it, but now she likes it. They put it in the paper, and she calls me, "Don't diss me in the newspaper." I wasn't dissing you. I'm giving you some publicity and be happy. I think there's comedy in everything. You gotta laugh about stuff.
That's true. If you can't laugh,
yeah,
laughter's definitely the best therapy there is.
I think so too.
Now, this is your, I think, 8th time?
I think I've been here about 7 or 8 times, yeah.
Well, what do you think about Vanelli's?
I like it. It's a cool little club. I come here for the roles.
She comes for the roles. You heard that. Everybody knows that. She came for the roles.
I came for the roles.
Awesome. I'm going to load you up with some rolls.
Oh, I love the rolls. You make the rolls, don't you?
I do. I do.
Oh,
made with
so
love.
Good. Yeah.
Anybody didn't know that.
When I was in Vegas, I went to eat at Emerald's place, which was really awesome, but their rolls can't touch these.
Thank you.
These are the best rolls I've tasted, so that's good.
Well, we had a pretty good crowd last night. I think that's the best crowd we've had all year, for sure. You are a huge draw. People really enjoy your comedy.
You know, it's so funny. I get recognized a lot now. People will say, "I saw you on America's Got Talent. I saw you on American Idol. One guy, I saw you on America's Most Wanted." And then there's, "You look just like that lady on TV."
You go, "I am the lady on TV." You had a job for what, 30 years?
I worked 22 years for Bell South.
Wow.
That gives me material too, yeah. And I used to work for a newspaper. I majored in journalism in college.
Oh, really?
So I've worked for newspapers.
What's the weirdest story about your operator days? Any crazy phone calls you just stick out?
Some lady called me one day and she said, she was really nice, she asked for a number, and then she said, "Honey, can I ask a favor of you?" And I said, "Sure." She said, My telephone cord's so long, my kids are always tripping over it. If I yank it, could you yank it back in a little bit? She actually thought I could do that. I said, okay, I'll just pull.
So would you be interested in any movie work if it came your way? Or?
I wouldn't say no, but that's not what I'm looking for. I just like doing comedy. You know, my favorite TV show is Law and Order SVU. Have you ever watched that?
Oh, yeah.
You know the girl on there, Mariska Hargitay? Olivia Benson? You know who she is?
Yes.
You're not lying. You really know who she is.
No, I'm lying.
You don't know who she is, do you?
No, is she hot?
Yeah, she's hot, but her mother was Jane Mansfield.
I knew who that was.
She got killed, and I just adore, I think this woman is just the ultimate.
Oh, really?
If I was younger, I'd have plastic surgery so I'd look like her. She's my favorite actress. And I must have mentioned that to somebody when I was in LA, because when I get home, there was a picture from her. It says, Grandma Lee, God bless Mariska Hargitay. So she sent me her picture.
Wow.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Well, that's going to do it for us. It's another interview in the can, probably with our biggest draw we've had this year, Grandma Lee. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Grandma Lee, for being with us.
Thank you, Bric.
And come back and see us, please.
I will.